this project. And this is just like a good examples of data sets, just like in form of a project. So in this kind of data, just like assuming you're a data analyst being hired in Apple company, and these are just like Apple products and some region where these products are being sold. So in this data set, we have region, we have quantity, we have products, we have store ID. The first thing as a data analyst is data cleaning or data validation. That is, try to check through your data. Once you get the data, try to check if there is error, but most of the time there is always an error. So try to check it if there is error to be sure. Then when you notice there is error, try to clean them, and try to check duplicate if there's a repeat. If there are some values in your data set that are being repeated, it can be in form of a mistake. So that's just like you validating your data. Then once you notice an error, try to clean them. So because if you are not working with a clean data, it's going to skew your result. Your result will not be accurate, and it's going to affect your analysis. The first thing first is checking your data, validating your data, then try to clean it. After cleaning it, you need to do some analysis and get some insight. So as a data analyst working for Apple company, now the most necessary features here is region, product, and quantity. Now as a data analyst, you are given a job role to analyze the quantity of certain products sold in some certain region. And how can you go about that? Picking the quantity of probably iPhone 11 sold in this particular region. So the first thing I'm going to do is cleaning my data. Then after cleaning this data, I will proceed to making some analysis and bringing out some insight from my data set. So the first thing I can notice here is saying that we have two high and we have I. Then we know initially that iPhone, the correct spelling of iPhone is a single I, not two I. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to find a balance, that is making all the two I to be a single I. And if I'm to clean it myself by pointing this, pointing my culture here, try to remove I, single I, then putting just like small small I, putting one high instead of two high. So it's going to take a lot of time, or it's going to be very hard and difficult to do, especially when I'm working with a 5,000 rows of data. So what I'm going to do is checking for a function in Excel that will allow me to do something like that. So now, just like I can click on this cell just because I want to. So clicking on this cell, you can either click here, you can click on here to highlight it, or you can click on this product and click on window. You can click on Control plus Shift then down arrow, then on Mac you can click on Command Shift and down arrow. So it's going to highlight everything. So once it highlights this, you have to click on now on this my own Microsoft Excel 365. So if I click on this, I'm going to click on find. So you can get this by, okay, let me so you can clicking on home. When you click on home, just come to this side. If you are using Microsoft 365, so it's going to be the same, but if you are using maybe later version, maybe like 2016, 2017, 2019, so it may look a bit different, but there is other ways you can go about using find and replace. So click on find and replace. Then now it's already here just because I've done something like that before, but I can retype it too high what I'm finding, which is this. Then I'm trying to replace it with something else. So I'm trying to replace it with correct spelling of iPhone, which is this. Then once I click on this, tell me that matches replace 20, that is able to find 20 misspelled iPhone and is able to replace them. So I'm just going to close it now, and if I check through my data, I can see now that I only have a single I, not two I anymore. So now this my product is now a clean data. Then secondly, what other things I need to do? Just because I've cleaned this, now I want to know the unique value here in the product, that is the unique product that are being sold in some certain region. So if you check here, you can see now that we have iPhone 11, 11, 8, 8. So I just need to bring out the unique product in this column. So how can I do that? So I'm going to do that in this just in this other side, so that we can easily see the insight in this particular table. So the first thing to do is using a unique function, unique bracket. So you can see here array, then by column, then exactly. So you can easily use. So here I already know that the range of my product is from D3 to D36. So if I check it now, you see that's from beginning to the end. So it's from D3 to D36. If I click on enter, I can see the unique value of my data set. So these are just the unique value of my data set. That is, in this product we only have iPhone 11, 12, 7, 8 and 6. So now, moving next to the region, I need to check also the unique value of my region. So I can easily do that here. Then I'm going to change that to horizontal, but I just quickly want to bring them out here. So unique, then brackets B3 to B36. So if I click on enter now, I'm able to see the unique region here. So this unique region are just repeated. They repeated them multiple times. So these are just the unique values I need. So I'll bring them here just to make it, just to look like a table where I can easily bring out some my insight. So here this is F11, so I can easily use transpose. Transpose will help us to bring those vertical data into horizontal. Transpose function, then I'll put in F11, then to F13. So clicking on enter, oh, so I have to adjust this so that I can easily see it here. So now we brought out the unique values of the region, then also the product. Now it comes to checking the quantity of each iPhone or each product sold in each region. So now our major focus is calculating the quantity of each product sold in some certain region. How can we do that? The best function that can give us the ideas or give us accurate answer is sum ifs. So how can you do that? And also, so how can we use sum if? You can see here sum range, criteria range 1, then criteria, different kind of criteria. And in this particular data set, we need the knowledge of locking, because if we use some certain formula, especially using sum ifs, and we try to impute the necessary details of the sum range, the criteria range and the like inside this bracket, when we drag it to autocomplete for other, apart from iPhone 11, for iPhone 12, 7, 8 and for other region, the calculation is not going to be right. So That's why the ideas of locking is very very important, like that is knowing how to lock a certain rows or a certain column. So here, and basically what we use to lock is dollar sign. So although there is some shortcuts that is being used, but just because Excel has different here, so I don't want to use a function that a formula or shortcut that you will use here and probably try on your own fashion is not going to work. So I would love to type uh those shortcuts out. That is what you can use to lock a certain column or row. So now I'll start. I'm working with the quantity because I want to check. My major focus is calculating or finding the quantity of each product sold in certain region. So now I want to lock the columns for quantity and lock the range. So I'm using E, then 3 to dollar E 36. Then also I have to lock the features of my region B3. So just like from the where it started to where it went, which is after the dollar 36, 36, and after locking the quantity and the region, the next thing is to provide the criteria. What is the criteria? Our criteria here is America. That is, we want to calculate for America first. So we're going to reference that cell by using I dollar sign 2 2. That is, we want to, our first criteria is America, calculating the quantity of iPhone sold in America. Then we need to lock also, just like criteria range, which is our product, using dollar sign. Our product is in D, dollar sign 3, then dollar sign D, dollar sign 36. So then after that, after locking the products, we have the criteria 2. That is, what is our criteria 2? Our criteria 2 is iPhone 11. That is, we want to find the quantity of iPhone 11 sold in America first before autocomplete for other product and other region. So iPhone 11 is in the column H, which we use dollar sign H3. So we should, you can see here that in this column of E, which is the quantity, we try to lock both the rows and the column, and in B, which is the region, we try to lock both the rows and column. Here we only lock the row, while in D, which is the product, we lock both the rows and the column, and in age, which is our iPhone, we only lock the column, not the row. So if I click on enter now, it's able to calculate the quantity of iPhone 11 sold in America. And if I try to drag it down, so I can drag it down now, then move it also, so it's able to calculate them accurately for me. Then after getting this, you will see that as big as this table is, this is just the meaningful things inside this particular table. This is just the inside. That is, we are able to get the iPhone 11 sold in America, sold in APAC, EMEA, then iPhone 12 in that. So we by this short table, you are able to see the inside, but there is still more way that we can demarcate these and design it with different conditional formatting. So on this icon, you see something like this. We call it conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. Just click on it, then click on highlight. You can click on greater than, although there are a lot of different function here. So I will just use I3 to, my range of that table is to case 7. Yeah, if I'm correct, yes. You can see now is it highlighted everything. So I can highlight cells with, so I can use, let me start with data bar. Okay, let me start with cell. So I can put greater than, then get the value. Okay, so if I need to set my value, I can just set that, okay, if a value is greater than 1000, that is the quantity of iPhone sold in some certain region is greater than probably 500, that shows they have a good sales. And if they are lesser than that, the sales manager should know that probably they should stop producing that particular product. Look at now, they have a good sales of iPhone 11. Just by using this conditional formatting, it's very easy to see. Just like you knowing that, okay, iPhone 11, they have good sales in America, but they don't have good sales in APAC. So probably they stop importing the iPhone to this particular region. And in this particular region too, they have a good sales. They have a good sales. And you can see in other, like that is iPhone 7, 8, and 6. So this, probably they should stop producing them just because people are not really using it. But with this insight, it's easy to see that this what is going on. So, and also you can also use some other, you can explore more. You can use, instead of highlighting the cell, you can use color scale, just like in terms of green, yellow, red. That is, once they see that, let me provide the range here, which is, don't forget to always provide the range so that your condition is going to capture everything. So they can see here that if they see green in your analysis, that is the sales is making sense. If they see yellow, that is fair. But if they see red, that shows that product is not making sense at all. Let's see how it works. Can we see now that where there is a good sales, there is a deep red, and where there is a fair sales, there is light, there is a deep green where there is a good sales, and here there is a light, and you can see red, you can see 001, that is they have a bad sales, that is those products are not having sales there. So this can easily give your sales manager an insight of probably a product to stop producing. And you can also explore more by using, uh, you can even use arrow. Let me see, case 7. So you can use, is it data bar? Let me see. Oh, these are just data bar. Also, this is just specifying where there is a good sales. So I can, let me explore one more. So greater than I, case 7, then you can use, uh, if you stop. Okay, let's try to use that and see what will happen. So this just like the same. So these are just like different, um, So we can use case 7. So okay, I think now we can see here that uh so we can see here that using this particular icon too, we can see this green going up. That is, there's a good sales of iPhone 11 in America, and you can see this yellow shows that there is this smooth, and all this red, that is those they have the sales really go down. So they should probably look into how to improve those products, or they stop producing it because people are not really using it. But seeing this kind of table is able to, like, once your sales manager see it, is able to pick that okay, this is what is going on in our sales or in our data. Also, you can also use insert. Just look for insert here. You can also use some charts, maybe bar chart, pie chart, line chart. So here I just want to explore using, like, okay, let me use, let me use I want to use this. So, and I'm going to copy it from here so that it will not disturb our, so I just want to create another sheet for that. So also, if we explore charts too, you can easily see here that iPhone 11 in America has a good sales, and in APAC here you see that it has a low sales, and but in America iPhone 11 has a good sales. They should probably retain it or look for more ways to sell more iPhone 11 in America, because people in America demand more of iPhone 11. And you can see iPhone 12 in uh, America, it has a low sales, but in APAC iPhone 12 has more sales. That is, in the region of APAC, they prefer iPhone 12 more than iPhone 11, while in America they prefer iPhone 11 than iPhone 12. So these are just like an insight on, and you can see iPhone 7, 8, you can see them how they decrease. Probably they should stop producing iPhone 7, 8 and 6 just because it's not in demand anymore. So this really give us an insight on what is going on in our data. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.